Omri,
Yes,
what's up,
so
Omri?
hi everyone, nice to meet you. If someone don't know me anymore, Omri Gal from Israel. What do you want to know?
Your story. So I would like to hear you some very cute stories when you've been 10 years old and daddy bought you your first laptop or your first computer and you started to do some, some cool money, like $5 a day.
Okay, I didn't start that early,
Okay.
to be honest. I wish when I was 10 years
10
old, I
years
started to do
Okay.
$10. Maybe today I would be in a different place. But if we go back, let's say, to why I wanted to start into this industry, it was actually while I was traveling. I did like the 3 years army in Israel.
Really?
And after that, I started to go abroad. So I lived in Norway, I lived in London, I lived in South Africa, I lived in many places. And whenever I was in all these places, I always said to myself, I have to find a way where I can keep traveling like that and sustain myself while I'm away. And I think that's this is what opened me to the online
How
journey.
many countries you already visited?
Wow, I never even counted,
I have
It's
more
like
than 50.
more than 50. No, I don't think I reached your level yet. Not your level yet.
Okay.
Quite a bit. Don't forget I have Israeli passport, so I have
No,
limitation
it's
of
okay,
the
listen,
countries.
Mine are Asia, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Asia is like easy. You just go one place to the
But
next.
Asia is big.
Yeah, Asia is quite big.
So do you have some goal for this year to visit some new country?
To be honest, every year we go to the Affiliate World Conference in Bangkok, in Asia.
And after your trip?
And after I keep traveling in Thailand, and I love Thailand, don't get me wrong, but I've already been there for 6 times.
You know what, next time you need to come, you need to go to Myanmar, to Burma. Now,
Myanmar, yeah, I heard. My little sister actually, she's been there
it's really
for
cool,
1 month.
it's cheap and it's still rusty. You can see the real culture, they're
Yeah.
not as spoiled with tourists and the temples there are made.
Yeah, I heard. The question is if they have good internet, for us. That's the tricky question for us people,
If you would have 5 words to describe yourself as a personality, what you would say?
Can't say no to fun. No, I don't know.
No.
It's like
Okay, let's count again the first one.
can't say no to fun.
No,
it's fun.
no,
I don't know.
I was waiting for handsome, for clever, for super intelligent, or like.
Okay, you want like a character. I don't think I have anything special, but what I can say about myself that I appreciate is self-discipline.
Self-discipline. Okay.
I think this is what kind of pushed me in this industry, for a long time, because I'm not very technical, I'm creative, but not super creative, not like a genius creative something, but just hard work.
But I think this is the main type of character of people that are working not remotely, that are working not from office. Because if you're not disciplined enough, if you don't know how to arrange your day, you would never reach a success because you don't have that pusher behind your back that would tell you, you need to work for results. You
Yeah.
you plan by yourself.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't know, I think it's a matter of, I think discipline is kind of a matter of habits. So if you have a habit, let's say you want to go to the gym and you only go once a week, I always use this analogy, because if you go once a week to the gym, it's very hard to maintain it, because it's it's not part of your lifestyle,
So you like gym in the morning or the evening?
Evening. I used to love it in the morning, but then with work, we have
you like to sleep in the
VAs in the
morning?
Filipinos and stuff, we have to be in constant communication with them, so I moved it to the
In the
evenings, which is horrible because the gyms
You're
are
very
packed.
tired.
Also the gym are packed, it's full of
And
people and a little bit smelly, but not
Yeah.
too bad. But it's
So,
okay.
If world would end tomorrow, in a week or in a day, what you would do?
The what? The world?
World would end, so that's it, apocalypse.
What, zombie apocalypse now?
Yes, so you have 24 hours. What you will do in that 24 hours?
And I'm living after, or I'm dead?
No, you're everyone dead.
In 24
Everyone.
hours
In
I'm
24
dying?
hours, yes.
Wow, that's a really tough question. Wow, probably get drunk, right?
drunk?
Yeah, with my friends.
Like last night?
Last night it was actually quite nice.
was okay.
You thought I was drunk?
So you
I was
happy.
still
It was a
having,
good content.
I was having a still intelligent conversation. When the conversation stopped being intelligent, then I know, okay, I need to stop drinking, right? So Yesterday was still
Okay, so
okay.
the first thing was went for partying.
Partying with my friends.
Okay.
Because if I want to die, I want to die with people I
the
love, right? So friends and
Hugging each other, kissing each other.
yeah, like hey, we're dying, all good, right? Maybe in the beach in Tel Aviv,
The beach in Tel
one of my favorite places to be.
Do some crazy things, like run out on the streets.
Yeah, you can do
You
everything,
can do
right?
it because no matter, no one will blame you. In the
To be
morning.
honest, yeah, probably it's a good idea. I never took like thought into this matter, you know.
Okay,
Like,
so you see, like some challenge.
but I'm open to suggestions. So.
Okay, take a funny photos of nude ass in front of everyone.
But if I take a photo, no one will see it after, you know. It's like.
But you can take a photo, post it on Facebook,
And then die.
And die. So what about your name Cherry Pop? Like it sounds like a girls band.
Girls band.
Why Cherry Pop? Listen.
Actually, me and Elad, my business partner.
So, hello, Elad.
Elad.
Say hi.
Elad
He's
is
probably still sleeping, but I will catch you and I also will take an interview.
Elad is working very hard now.
Working is working.
Yes,
Not sleeping.
not sleeping. We never sleep in Cherry Pop. So basically, me and him, when we started the company, we had to choose a name and everything, and we said, okay, so it's important that it will be a catchy name, because we said, okay, we want something catchy, something that when you tell to people, they remember.
So nothing
they
about
smile.
the traffic tricks, just.
So we said, yeah, this name, Traffic, whatever, Traffic Empire, and whatever, all this stuff. We said, no, let's say something that people catch, remember, fruits in the name, people smile. And we came out with Cherry Pop, and it's actually, there is a reason, because me and Elad, we started working together on pop traffic.
Okay.
And this is where we first made it big, like this is where we started and started to explode.
So
And
it's like something personal.
so it's the pop traffic, and there is cherry popping. Cherry popping, you know what it means. And we said this is where we popped our cherries in this affiliate industry, in pop traffic. So it was cherry pop, it was meaning for us, but also just to keep it fun and not heavy,
Nice,
boring.
it's nice. And
Yeah.
it's something young, not like.
Exactly, not
Fresh,
boring.
not the boring,
Exactly.
something in a fun way.
Exactly. So every time when we work with these companies, they say, the guy, they laugh at you, cherry pop. The girls in the office are laughing, stuff like that, because the name is a bit strange for that matter, but it's still fun.
Do you remember your first computer, first laptop?
First
Your
computer.
bedroom, with when you did a plan how to run the world.
to
and
conquer the
how
world
to
and-
become a huge hacker.
To be honest, I never wanted to be a hacker.
What
It
your
wasn't
dream
my.
was to see?
I was playing guitar back then,
Really?
Yeah. So it wasn't.
Planning to become a superstar, just some cool rock band.
I had no idea. I just said, let's flow, let's see what life gonna give me, but on the way, let's just do stuff. And like I said, I really started to go into this industry when I was a bit older. I think my first computer is, I used my dad's computer because he works still in Tel Aviv University.
Cool.
So he was computer in charge, so we had internet before most people had, and I had all these little games on the computer. I used
So
to
your
love
father
it.
is a tutor, correct?
No, it's not a tutor. He worked there IT.
I see.
Yeah.
So basically, more or less, you're prolonging his way of occupation because from one IT, you just a little bit different direction.
I wouldn't consider myself IT, because if you ask Elad, he will tell you I'm
Okay, so
I'm the
you-
non-techie
Okay, so
person
you're
in
more
this
sales
company.
guy, I understand.
I'm more, I say creative, I like marketing. I really like marketing, I like to come up with new ideas, how to promote. I like the industry in terms of the performance marketing, all the elements that come to it, dealing with the people, right, of course.
But for old generation to understand the things about the traffic, for them it's something from the moon. And when you're telling to your parents what you're doing, what do you think that you? Because
They still don't know what I do.
they still don't know. Because today I got an answer that my parents think that I'm selling drugs. So
They still don't know. I just, Mom, I'm making things work for the internet,
at
right?
home,
Yeah,
at
in the
home with
internet.
your pyjama, with your laptop.
I wish. No, to be honest, I never wore with my pyjama.
You never work with the pajamas?
I
You
never.
have a uniform, special uniform with your dress?
No, but it's part of what we talked about before, right? The
About
self-discipline and the habits. So for me, even when I worked at home, now we have an office with employees and everything, but when I started working at home, I used to wake up, go to shower, put jeans, shirt, even though I know I'm not gonna leave home. Just for me to change the mentality in my mind from home to work,
Oh my God,
right?
you're super self-organized because if
I
I'm at
had
home,
to.
I really love my pajama.
I know.
Very soft, comfortable
I
pajama,
know.
my flip-flops.
But put me in my pajama, I'm not going out of bed, you know,
I
so I'm open the TV or
And
whatever.
you will stuck with Netflix? What are you watching
So,
right now?
what I'm watching, Gomorra, it's Italian series.
Italian? You watching in original language?
Yeah, I don't speak it, I wish I would, it's a beautiful language, but I watch
had to go
Gomorra.
for 2019 to learn Spanish. You?
Actually, it's one of the languages I really like, you know. So I speak a bit Spanish, but not enough. It's enough to, you know, get myself around when I go, but still not enough to have a proper conversation.
Good, but you can make a plan for 2019.
Yes, for sure.
Spanish-speaking girls, here is one bachelor that like to learn Spanish. I can contact you.
Teach.
So, like, what thoughts cross your mind before you're going to sleep and when you wake up?
I'm always trying, first of all, non-work. So maybe you expect like, yeah, it's work,
Because
the
in
campaigns.
in my head, it's all the time work when I'm going to sleep. And because like I'm working with some American region, and basically for them it's like just start of the day and I need to close the deal, and it's very annoying.
It's really hard not to think about work before you go to sleep because, you know, it's part of us and, you know, we can have messages all the time of the day because we're working internationally with so many people. So
sometimes I even had dreams about like
the work, the traffic and
traffic,
stuff.
post-bags integration.
Oh, wow, okay,
very,
so,
very
so I think you're working really hard then. And
that's why I decided to create this blog. It's more fun.
I can see. But yeah, I'm really trying when I'm finishing work to have this like cut and like, okay, now I'm going to my personal life and not thinking about work and more focusing on social.
If you would have like, do you have some tips to keep your basically your thoughts away from work? You know, some meditation, reading, I don't know, some way to completely cut work from your.
Okay. Actually, there is an app that I'm using. It's called Headspace.
Oh, what is it?
And it's like every day, you give you 10-minute meditation, but this is how I like to start my day.
Cool.
So I start my day just to, okay, not to be overwhelmed, you know, because when I wake up in the morning, again, because we have team in the Philippines and everything, so when I wake up, I just look at my phone and I see like Slack messages, you know, like all over from this happened, what, you know, like so many stuff. And I say, okay, I don't want to be overwhelmed. I'm just waking up. Let's start with like 10 minutes, meditation, relax, shower, coffee. Then when I'm going to work, it's like, okay, now I'm in the office, it's all work. And I think this is a big thing that when you separate, when you work from home, it sounds very like, wow, lucrative, right? Like, let me work from home and everything, it's gonna be so fun. But in the end of the day, you don't have the separation between home and work.
Yes, yes.
So when you have an office, you do have this thing like, okay, office equals work, home equals non-work, right? So even just doing this small thing, so if you, I don't know, if someone here is still don't have an office or anything, just go work from a cafe, work from somewhere, just make the separation.
Separation between your own.
So again, every person has his own way of getting it off, you know, the system. So it can be meditation in the morning just to clear the mind before work. I don't think it's more for after. What I do after, I usually go to the gym or do any kind of activities, which is like martial arts, anything. So I do that, then it's like already just the fact of being active, because for me it's very hard in our line of work to sit all day in front of a screen. You feel like you're getting numb, you know? So just every day to finish work, go to the gym, it's already clear everything, I start to move my body, blood flowing, everything. And the best thing afterwards is just, you know, meeting with friends and doing stuff.
Different information,
exactly.
Just about their lives.
And exactly, and again, I have a lot of friends from the industry also in Israel, and we are meeting together. But whenever we're meeting, even if I'm meeting friends from work,
we are not talking about work.
I don't want to talk about work.
Wouldn't exist at all. What do you even do?
There is no, I can't imagine this. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. What would I do? It's a very good question. I think going to the beach again. No, I'm kidding. But
you'll be a beach guy, you know, that's running like with the threads.
You have a lot of questions about apocalypse stuff. No. Like,
so for you, apocalypse arrived when internet is not existing.
No. To be honest, like if there was no internet in general, what would I do?
Yeah.
Okay. again, like I said, I would always look for a way where I can travel,
Travel
and
around the world?
yeah, because in the end of the day, this is
Travel
like
around the world to write a book.
with.
And write a book.
But I need someone to read the book, you know. I can write a lot of books, but I need people to read it after. But I don't know, maybe something to do with music.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that you're a composer.
I'm really like music. Like since I was young, I was really good at it. Like all the time, my friends used to come to me with lyrics,
Really?
with song, and tell me, hey, help me out. I want to make like something out of it. So I used to sit with them, and I thought originally that's what I'm going to do, something related to music. But
music is a nice way of relaxation. It's
so
awesome.
yeah, it's related to the question you asked
Yes.
before. It also can be a good way, but again, it's not for every person. So I believe every person has his own kind of thing, for relaxation, and people know it already. And just a matter of using it and putting it into your day life. Because for example, music, it's something I don't do a lot nowadays because I'm like all the time busy, right? Like we like to say we're busy all the time.
So we need to make a particular meeting where you just sit down and make a proper sign.
Yeah, it's hard for me nowadays to just sit and do nothing. You understand? Like do nothing meaning playing. You understand even how I call it? Do nothing. It's just saying how I view it. Which is already it's not a good thing.
So like during the conferences, we always have some funny moments. Like when people get drunk, your friend doing some crazy things.
Never. I don't know. It never happened to me.
You don't have any funny moments that like really stuck in your memory.
I
You're
remember.
You're not ashamed to share it with us right now.
No. I remember first conference we went to was in Bangkok.
Okay.
It was the Affiliate World, the first one. And we went to this rooftop bar and everyone kind of got drunk. It was like our first night. We didn't know anyone, right? And after we got drunk, like everyone said, hey, let's go to another place. And we all went into a tuk-tuk, and it was like 2 tuk-tuks. And we were like 12 people in each tuk-tuk, like sitting on the top of another. And we did a tuk-tuk race to one of the places, and it was like all over the street of Bangkok, to tuk-tuk racing each other. And for me it was like a nice memory because it was the first conference, the first night, and I saw that it's fun. These conferences are fun. You come here, you meet people, you immediately connect,
So
and
it was like the first experience, like for this business, that's why maybe it's
because you think I'm going to this conference, it's going to be so heavy and and work related and stuff. I know. In the end of the day, it's people. The people coming here, they also want to have fun, and it's more about the personal connection first, I think, than to have the work relationship.
It's actually about my second question. Like normally, when you're building relationship with people that you've never met before, it's like online business generally. Practice online business. Like it's very difficult to build a trust. What is your main things what you're looking like when you're building a relationship between new parties? How to build the trust in your eyes?
I think it's very hard to say build trust because you can't just trust someone right from the start.
No, it could be like credit reference, but obviously it's credit reference. It could be written thousands of them, but to understand that it's the right partner, obviously they should become your friends lately. Normally, for sure, your partners became your friends. But I'm sure
it's kind of funny because in this industry I have 2 types of friends, okay? I have people that I knew from before when they were in different positions.
From kindergarten?
No, when they were working, let's say one person was working for a company, I knew him as an affiliate manager first. We became friends, just talking and everything. We didn't work even together. And then afterwards we started doing business together. Other people I met in masterminds in Israel, right? We were sitting together, and then we become friends and we start doing business together. And other people.
I need to move to Israel.
I always say to people when you come to Tel Aviv, it's hard to live, hard to compete with Tel Aviv in terms of work. Like you have all the affiliates there.
You have all networking around you.
A lot of networking, good weather, right? It's a good city to at least visit.
It's easy life?
I won't say it's easy in Tel Aviv,
but it's sunny.
but it's sunny and it's fun.
With this weather for
and
sure.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. Yeah, this weather for me it's a big issue. I don't know how long I would survive here. But let's just go back to your question. I think that the first thing that you have to look for when you start to work with someone you don't know, it's that your goals align, right? The interests align. So if, for example, you see, like, if someone tries to just give you his offers and there's nothing special about them, or, you know, like, from the start, I would say, okay, there's nothing serious here, and there's no, like, trust. But if someone comes to me with a genuine, like, know me, know how to approach me, like, listen, guys, I know what you're doing, I have something which is special, and it's something that we need, and it's, like, upfront and transparency. Like, transparency is the key. So when someone is transparent, you can trust them, it's more easier, because you know all the interests, you know, like, the hidden interest in the background.
But like in our market, for sure, when you started, there's been already some successful companies that have been doing the same things what you're doing right now. But what do you think? What is your main keys of success?
In terms of?
In terms of the things what you're doing right now, like, or we are talking about like marketing in general. So what do you think, like, the main key of success?
The
is
main,
hard working,
okay. First of all, in anything you need hard work, and if you half-ass something, you will get a half-ass, you know, in the end result. So, which you don't want. But hard working is first step. But then after, you need to realize, I think, that you're not alone, and don't try and take all the workload on yourself, and be willing, because, you know, we are very, like, paranoid in this industry. So whenever someone talks to you, you're always like, I was trying to get, you know, I don't want to share. Yeah, I don't want to share, and stuff like that. And it's sometimes it gets to the point where even you don't want to take employees because you're afraid of sharing with them, so they will not run away. In Philippines, we're 11 people, and in Israel, we have another girl starting in 2 weeks, and we have another developer, product manager, another media buyer, and another, like, head of Philippines, we can call him.
Okay, so basically, like, you are still in the process of growing.
We're still growing, so that's why I'm saying.
What is your goals for 2019?
To make the business even less dependent on me to be there, right? So
that you can travel around the world, enjoy your life more.
It's not really that as much as that's what you think originally, but it's not really that as much as you want to make it grow by itself, right? Because in the end of the day, I want to be focused on making other decisions and more look at the business in a strategic level, right? And not be, you know, answering Slack and Skype.
Not taking care of that.
Exactly, and finance,
and
even finance, small things that you have.
Global.
Exactly, so all the time when I'm focusing on this, like, small task, you know, it's time that I can grow and do other stuff that will make the business grow much more.
It's a really good answer, actually.
Yeah,
To
that's
build
why I
the
think.
proper structures that basically you would look on the picture.
And it's hard, it's not easy.
For
yeah.
sure, it's always about the good people.
Exactly. So once you have good people, the company really grows. You can see it.
Who is the biggest role model in your life?
Biggest role model in my life. That's I don't really have one. Like, someone in particular that
Your
I
mama,
look.
some
My parents, of course, but you know, it's like I have different elements from my parents that I want to have for myself, and I have elements that I want to change, right? So you always look at people and you want to take some parts of them, but not everything. I don't have like one person that I say I want to be exactly like him. You know what I mean?
It's a good answer.
Yeah. So I don't have anyone in particular. I have a lot of people in different elements in life.
You're taking the best one from people
Like-
that are around you and trying.
Exactly, like what we do in the industry, right? So you go in a spy tool, you go in a Magic Heads, right? And you look for what other people are doing, you take some elements from what's working and you make it work.
What do you think about this Magic X? That, you know, the people like nowadays, they act a little bit differently online.
What do you mean?
No, I say that you can basically chat with someone for ages online. It could be like really cool dude that's traveling around the world, but in reality, you know, like 5 kids and a housewife. So what do you think is originally this internet generation changed personalities of people, or it's working better for us, it's connecting us? What do you think? There are like pluses and minuses.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. You're from Kiev, right?
Yes.
I'm from Tel Aviv.
We're sitting here together.
Exactly. So maybe in a world without the internet, I will never sit here in the
But
interview.
maybe I will meet you on the beach in Tel Aviv.
Maybe, but very low chance, right? For that to happen.
But you know, like this generation of people, like new young publishers, they're 18 years old, basically they never They don't know what is life without like internet, without cell phones. Like if you would have a chance, you know, to come back, maybe in '96 when like you have a pager, if you was like quite rich kid, and like would you mind to live like a one month of proper life without like any cell phones, without internet and just have?
I mean, to be honest, other than work, because this is the hardest thing, right? I have to be connected. But other than work, I'm trying to really cut down like Facebook and WhatsApp and everything. So
You just
I'm sorry?
you just switch off your phone and that's it.
I'm not, but I put it next to me. But people know, like all my friends know that let's say when I'm working or everything, they can message me or whatever, but I know I'm not gonna answer. Even they call me, I'm not answering, but I know I will call them back, right? So it's just a matter of letting people know this is how you are and what's important to you. And then once people know, they don't get offended, you know, because people, you know, don't want to offend their friends, not answering or whatever. It's just a matter of they knowing what you are.
So like it's difficult to build a proper relationship now here on conferences. But like if, for example, I wouldn't know you, if I would come and say you hi, would you talk to me?
Of course. Not because you're blonde.
Not because I'm blonde?
No.
Oh, thanks.
Because you always wanna, I mean, what's the point of coming to these conferences, right?
Good. It's a good point.
Because you're coming here because you want to meet people, and you never know. Like there's a lot of people I spoke to 2 years ago. It was like, hey, what's up? And nothing came out of it. Nothing. Like idle talk, whatever. And then you know, you go to a conference like the last conference in Bangkok. Suddenly you say, oh, by the way, I didn't know that you were doing that thing and I'm doing that thing. Suddenly you like get connected again, but you already have this relationship because. Exactly. Or suddenly you find out that he knows someone and he can help you out in some way. You never know. So I think always, in general in life, but let's say especially in this industry, open doors. Like get people to know you, be nice to everyone, help, you know, wherever you can, you know, as much as you can, and it will come back. You know, don't. I mean, if you're coming all the way, you're taking a flight here, so just talk to people.
And some funny question that imagine that heaven exists.
Yeah.
And basically you're arriving to this beautiful garden, you know, full of apples, you know, and God, he met you at the entrance. What he would say?
He said, oh, I think there was a mistake, but I got
like, hi Omri, how are you? I've been waiting, here's your beer.
And he was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. It's like, oh, you know, it's like, I think there was. Wait, can you wait here for 1 second?
Oh, no, he would call security.
Security?
This guy doesn't pass face control, like down.
No, it's not that. I don't know. What he would say? Wow, I hope he would say good things. I really hope so. And I think, yeah.
He would send you on the -1 level, no?
One day we'll know.
So, and the last question, tequila or vodka?
Good question. Vodka for with mixing. Vodka for mixing, tequila for shots.
Europe or Latin? Europe or Latin America?
Wow, also amazing question. Latin.
Facebook or Google?
Facebook.
CR or EPC?
CR.
Pizza or pasta?
None.
HUGEOFFERS or HUGEOFFERS?
All the good ones.
Okay, and the last one is I thought it's a secret. So basically, like, as I would like to say, like, in case if I wouldn't build my proper career as a journalist.
You want to be a psychologist?
Yes, I would like to be a psychologist. So tell me, what do you see here?
Eagle.
Like this?
Upside down eagle.
Okay, not better. I see here a Batman, but it's different. What do you see here?
Butterfly or how you call it? Like moth?
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you see here?
Two people dancing, woman and man.
You're the first one who answered it right.
Woman and man dancing.
Good. It means that you don't have any sexual problems, you know, because a lot of people see boobs here.
It's good to know.
Okay, so we are going next. What do you see here?
Skype?
I think you have some problems. You need to switch off your Skype at least for you can relax.
For sure I do.
Okay, what do you see here?
Frog posing.
Not a woman?
No, it's a frog.
No, not a woman.
Not my kind of woman.
Okay.
All right.
What do you see here?
Switching off my Facebook. Yes. Yes, like Batman of Facebook or something. I don't know.
But I think you need to switch off your Facebook.
For sure.
You need to switch off your Facebook
for
and leave
sure.
it and separate it. Separate, you know, like.
I really wish one day.
So much for your time. It was fun.
It was amazing. Thank
It
you.
was amazing, and I hope to see you soon and have much more fun together.
Same. High five.